Hello, welcome to OMAT. Glad you're here. Let's get started on the exercises. But first, I think some of you might know this. I moved recently and oh my God, moving is so hard. But I only had one minor meltdown. Now, I told this to my brother and he laughed because according to him, a meltdown is a meltdown. But I think a minor meltdown is different than how I used to respond to things. With all of these exercises that I've been doing with the journaling and the meditating and the gratitude lists and all of that, it has changed the way that I respond to things. So here's what I learned with my mini meltdown during my move. I wrote it down. Number one, I have higher bottoms. So I don't go as low as I used to. That's amazing to me. Number two, this too shall pass. Oh, what an annoying phrase. It used to annoy me so bad. But now it doesn't bother me as much because all it's telling me is all these feelings, they're temporary. They're always going to be temporary. Number three, I'm able to work. I could feel sad and work. In fact, there might be some cry packing in there, but also work to me is now I know that I need a break and I take it. I do that work for myself. And finally, my patience grew. Again, with the meditation and the gratitude list and the working out and the mind and body exercises, my patience grew. I would love to be perfect, but I'm so grateful to be better. These are the exercises that help me do it. Let's get present so that we can do them as best we can. If we're in the past, if we're in the future, we can't do the things that we're doing right now as well as we actually are capable of doing it. So let's get present. How do you do that? Maybe it's just a pause, just a looking forward or looking at nothing, maybe closing your eyes. Experiment in here as to how you find your present moment. And you can do it through these exercises. Gratitude really helps us be in the present moment. How? Because we are looking for what we can be grateful for only in this moment. Let's practice that by looking for at least one thing that we can be grateful for right now. Let's wrap the thought for now. Find the water. And if you don't like your gratitude list for today, that's for now. Watch us move away from it. Look, we're over here now. We're in meditation. Let's leave that where it is in the past. Let's leave the gratitude exercise in the past. Let's leave the result in the past. Let's do the thing that we're doing right now. Let's sit in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed, and breathe. As we come back, let's find our water. Now, can you believe that you were allowed to just sit there and breathe for a minute? Wow. Let's write it out. Maybe while you're meditating, some thought kept trying to creep its way into your mind. And you said, hey, I'm meditating right now. Let's think about this later. Let's write it down. If that's a thought that you had, let's write it down. If other thoughts come to mind, write it down. Let's write something. Let's look to write right now. Let's pause the writing for now and find the water. And everything's a pause. You can always write a little bit more when you feel like it, but this gets us the muscle of starting to write. So sometimes I used to have this thought like, oh, I should write that down, or where's my piece of paper? I won't find this later. This is disorganized. And I would talk myself out of writing. The fact that we're exercising that writing means all of those thoughts that I had to go through, where's my paper? I don't know what to write. We're working past that. So next time we need to write or want to write, it's going to be a little bit easier, or maybe a lot easier after we do this for a while. Let's keep going into our yoga, into our stretches. And stretching might not feel as flowy as it does for other people, but the more we do it, the more our body figures out where to go next. Now, that might sound like woo-woo stuff, but if you're paying attention to your body while you stretch, you can see, can I move a little to the right? Can I move a little to the left or back or whatever? All of that is listening to your body, moving slow and asking it questions. Let's try it out while we do a sun salutation. Inhale the arms up. Now you're feeling the stretch. Can you bend your elbows here and look up, reach up? Does your body allow you to do that? Now reach up again, inhale and fold forward. We did a little deviation here from the normal sun salutation, hanging over our feet right now. When you're ready, halfway lift. All these deviations are up to you. Let's get into a high plank. Plant your palms down, step your feet back, and lower all the way down to the ground. Now push your palms, chest comes up, look up. Now you could be with your hands on the ground or mat, or you can get up onto your forearms here, and that's called a Sphinx pose. That's fine. Let's meet in down dog. Hips up onto your hands again. Hands and feet are on the ground. Hips are up into an upside down V. When you're ready, walk your feet forward towards your hands and start rolling up as slow as you'd like, meeting your palms above the head and exhaling them down to the center of the chest. And taking a moment, maybe a breath, maybe some water. And I used to be a little annoyed when people said, make it your own. But now I understand that it's really just an invitation to listen to your mind and body. When they say make it your own, when your body via your mind says, could we turn a little to the left? That's making it your own. It's listening. Let's keep going. Let's get into our plank pose in just a moment. Getting into the right head is important. What does that mean? To me, sometimes it means don't think about it, just get in the pose. Sometimes it means I have to think of myself as an even stronger person than I already am in order to get into that pose. Whatever you need, let's get into that ready position, mind and body, and go in 3, 2, 1, up in plank pose. Just for now, that's what we're doing for now. So find the strength to transition your body and mind into that pose for now. That's 10 seconds. Congratulations. If you got into that pose, kudos to you. And take those kudos right now, right away, because you know right away it's challenging. That's 20 seconds. Let's take a few seconds to breathe, to understand that we can be in this pose. We are strong enough. For 30 more seconds, we can do it. Find that space in your mind that tells you you're strong enough. Your body will listen. For 20 seconds, if you're not hurting yourself, let's be in that mindset of, I got this. I'm focused enough. I'm breathing. I have 10 more seconds in me, and I'm going to prove that to myself right now by staying up in the pose for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. That's what that pose felt like today. Come down off your plank. We have a few seconds for this transition, and you might want to stretch your way out of that plank pose, out of that plank head. Find some water. And here's where we have a chance to find a way to do it easier next time we're in the plank. Right now, because we're past that and we just did it, we can say, I wanted to do that. Next time I get to it, I will want to do it. It's useful for me and I'm glad I did. All of that talk after you do something, next time you get in front of it, you'll say, what did I think about it last time? We're leaving ourselves with that thought. Let's keep going. Let's take an action. Let's take the smallest action without thinking this will change my life. Right now, nice and big, we're going to make the smallest change. Don't worry about how you'll feel about it after. Let's look for what that task can be by taking action right now. Let's wrap the task for now, finding our water. Finding satisfaction in either having gotten something done or having gotten a lesson. That's too short or too long a time, or I'm stuck on that, I need help. Whatever it is, we could still move into our connection. Let's say hi to someone, as simple as that. Thinking about you, hope you're having a nice day. Let's see who or how we can connect by reaching out right now. Let's wrap the thought for now. Transition with water into our final exercise. We're going to shake the vulnerability off, or at least change it in our body, and then our mind will follow. Let's start moving right now and start the actual exercise in 3, 2, 1. We're moving. What is the exercise that you chose? Whatever exercise, allow it yourself to move any part of your body that gets to move. That's 10 seconds. Exercise whatever you're able to move What a gift to be able to move those parts. Let's work it out so we can continue using it. That's 20 seconds. Just like the plank, let's make sure we could breathe and that we are breathing. Even as this is getting more challenging, let's meet that challenge for 30 seconds. We're more than halfway done. Do you still have the energy to continue? Can you let yourself know that you do without hurting yourself? Continue for 20 more seconds. We're so close to the end, but can you still keep the energy up? Can you find a little bit more so you can keep going for 10 seconds? Here's the countdown. Don't stop if you don't have to. Keep it going for 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. You're done. Congrats. Catch your breath. Thanks for taking OMAT today.